morning, everyone. Welcome to our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We are here today to express our gratitude to God and Meshisama for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask permission to serve the divine plan for this coming month. We begin our monthly service with the presentation of offerings to God. Please pray along silently while we have the opening prayer to God.
Great God of light, with our deepest respect, we have gathered here at the Moroku Association to celebrate our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We humbly offer you our prayers of praise and appreciation for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask for permission, guidance, and inspiration to serve in your divine work of the construction of paradise on earth. Please accept the materialization of our gratitude through our in-person and virtual presence, our monetary offerings, and by our guiding relatives and friends. Please give us the strength and wisdom to practice this year's guidelines in our everyday life. While renewing our faith and celebrating 90 years since the birth of our church and the 70 years of Meshisama's ascension, let us expand our practices of faith by intensifying our dedications through the practice of Jorei, participating in prayer services, offering donations of gratitude, and guiding individuals capable of overcoming purifications, as well as living in accordance with the daylight age. May we receive greater light and spiritual strength to realize Meshisama's ideals in our hearts, our homes, and our communities, so that we become effective instruments of your divine light, bringing happiness to everyone around us. May the new age of happiness and everlasting peace, where love, goodwill, and understanding prevail, soon become a reality.
We will take this moment to pray along silently for the departure souls of our ancestors, while specifically honoring the ancestor of members of our Miracle Association who have been enshrined at the sacred grounds, the anniversary of their passing being in the month of March.
Dalva Correa de Castillo, Elizabeth Maria Heret Escrivano, Antônio Isaías de Souza, Susana Maria Coente de Oliveira, Carmen da Silva Brandão Martinelli, Felipe de Jesus Rodrigues, Yoriko Hayashida Yamaguchi, Tsuruyo Yoshimoto, Amália Moreira, Filomena Rodrigues, Bruno de Marti, Domingo César Zapalon, Sebastião Tobias de Moraes, César Isaac Velasquez, George Gerard Levine, Chris Gerard, Glória Escobar, Sol de Azevedo Hertel, Torazo Tsuchi, Matt Kane, Irene Baird Fest, Paul McDonald, Rosa Luisa da Silva, Ernestina Barsante dos Santos, Samuel Burkett, Samuel Locke Burkett, Juvenal de Holanda Vasconcelos, Constance Brett Monroe, Dolores Lorenk, Noboru Suzuki, Eleonora Wise Lowery, Frank B. Lowery, Julius Curtis Henderson, Jinzo Oda, Sue Oda, George William Storms, Barry Elliott Sakardoff, Erin Alden Gross, Jujarei Sundarahitananda, Maria da Conceição Ribeiro Teixeira, Ray Anthony Johnson, Maria da Paixão Araújo, Gasparina Ferreira Moreira, Mariane Carvalho Moreira, Nadir Crespo, Kaoru Miyazaki, Yaechi Miyazaki, Domingo Garces Gareno, José Maria Vicente Lopes, Daci Marques Pimenta, Chirin Chokhun, Valdemar Leite Andrade Filho, Dora Rondo Durand, Paul James, and Yuri Matsui.
Please stand and join us for the Ama Sonorito, the Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miracle Prayer and Prayer for Ancestors.
Kaka amaharani kamzumari masu, kamurogi kamurogi no mikoto mochite, sumemi hoya kamuri sanagi no mikoto, tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no, odo no ahagi harani, Visogi harai kamo, toki ni narimaseru. Harai no no, kamitachi moro moro no, magago to tsumike gare o. Harai tamae, kiome tamae, tomao sukoto no yoshiro. Amatsu kami gunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuji koma no mimi furitatete Kikoshi meseto, kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami, mahori tamae, sakirai tamae. Miroku o mikami, mahori tamae, sakirai tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami, mahori tamae, sakirai tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami, mahori tamae, sakirai tamae. Kom nagara tamachi haemase. Kom nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving your aid. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by nature sound. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your grace. Prayer for ancestors. Great God of light, bless and protect the souls of our loved ones, whose journey here on earth is over. And as they continue on, great God, encircled in your light, may they be raised to ever higher and higher states of true eternal bliss. Great God of light, bless and protect us all. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your grace.
Please be seated. We will now receive group jury. Jury is now concluded. We will now listen to one of Meishu Sama's teachings.
The elimination of tragedy. I believe that of all things in the world, tragedy is what is abhorred the most. While it may be impossible to completely eradicate, I believe it is within our capabilities to alleviate it. Let us examine its cause. It is undeniable, it is an undeniable fact that in most cases, the cause of tragedy is rooted in illness. There are other agents, it is true, such as love affairs, immoral behavior, motivated by greed, and so forth. But upon closer investigation, we can find that these two are caused by spiritual sickness. The proverb, a sound mind in a sound body, is a wise one. After many years of study, I have found that immorality, injustice, impatience, alcoholism, laziness, and juvenile delinquency almost always manifest in persons whose body are afflicted by illness. Unfortunately, no positive method have yet been discovered to solve the problem of illness and restore one's physical or spiritual health, not even when an individual resorts to medicine or other means. Even if the true cause of illnesses had previously been discovered, there would have been no way to actually resolve the problem. There have been many individuals who have claimed the discovery of effective methods of healing. However, those methods could only offer temporary relief at best. It has been truly heartbreaking. However, many of the faith experiences that we have published in our newsletters describe miraculous healings of critical health conditions and other problems, whereby individuals blessed by such miracles express their great joy and gratitude for these wonderful results. Their stories are so touching that they often make me cry. The true solution of diseases and of the misfortunes depends on an invisible force. Those who have had personal experience with Yorei are able to recognize God's immeasurable divine power. However logical or profound it may sound, most people cannot accept any given philosophy unless it is proven by actual experiences and results. Lacking such proof for these individuals, both the salvation of humanity and the work for the betterment of society are nothing but a dream. The invisible power that moves the visible is the essence of faith. That which is being manifested by the World Messianic Church is this very power. In this sense, I believe ours should be called a religion of power. To date, most traditional religions have been preaching in their efforts to awaken the soul that is within from the outside. Conversely, Jorei, as practiced in our movement, is the act of channeling the divine light directly to the soul so it becomes instantly awakened. That is, the Jorei recipient undergoes a transformation without human intervention, thereby leaving the need to preach to be a matter of secondary importance. Shakyamuni Buddha said, each mind is a living Buddha. He also said, when you attain the level of enlightenment, you become a Bosatsu, which is one who has attained considerable level of enlightenment. This is very true. Spiritual progress is very rapid for our members who are qualified to channel God's divine light. They are able to steadily advance to higher levels of awareness, even to a supreme enlightenment. As our members are raised to higher levels of consciousness, not only are they progressively free from their own tragedies, but they are more and more endowed with the power to relieve others of theirs. June 11th, 1949, by Meishu Shan.
We will now have greetings from the Vice President of Morocco Association, Reverend Romilson Cândido.
Good morning. Is everyone doing okay? Yeah, congratulations for the service, appreciation, and ancestral service. We gather together to pray for our loved ones, for all those who passed to the spiritual realm. We pray for those we know that are enshrined at the sacred grounds, the names you heard today of the spirits of those who passed away during the month of March this month. So we pray for them. And also, I also prayed for many victims of these natural disasters that occurred at the south of this country. And also we pray for world peace every time, every day when we have a chance. And I pray for all of you every day. Remember this. And I would like you to also continue to do the same, to always find a place where you can pray and be useful to build paradise on earth. So congratulations for today's service. Also, I would like to thank you for your continuous dedication and the support for the construction of paradise, prototypes of paradise on earth. Today I would like to share with you a message. But before sharing that message, I'd just like to tell you that interesting that in a few months, I will be 60 years of age. Oh boy. Come on, don't laugh. 60 years of age. And I am very happy for that. Thanks for Joe Ray, for all the care, but especially I'd like to thank, after God and Mesh Summer, thank someone special as it's that takes care of me all the time. That's Simone, my wife. She's always taking care of me. Yeah, that's true. One thing she's very good at is she knows a lot about eating healthy and all that stuff. So she's always speaking what to eat and what time you eat. Always taking care. She knows the history of my family is high cholesterol, diabetes, all that. We have that. But she's always taking care. So I recommend you to also always when you have a chance, take a look at your health. Be careful. Take care. Eat healthy. Try to, as much as you can, receive lots of joy. Remember, it's not just the physical, it's the spirit and the physical. So lots of joy. And eat healthy. It's very, very important. I remember when I was in Florida, in Miami, we used to have these courses where we would teach how to eat healthy according to Meishu Sama's teachings. And Simone was the one who was giving those classes. So I've been asking her to do the same over here for those who would like to participate and learn more about that. So I think that would be great. So now back to the message. I heard a beautiful message at the monthly appreciation service, Sacred Grounds of Guarapiranga, from Reverend Marco Antonio Batista Rezende, where he says that I would like to deepen our understanding of divine laws. To begin, I want to discuss the law of spirit comes before matter, or spirit precedes the physical. It's a universal law that governs everything and everyone. So this law establishes the order between the invisible world and the visible world, between spirit and matter. First, we must realize that just knowing and understanding this law is not enough, okay? We need to apply it in our daily lives and see if it is truly real and if it works. In the teachings, spirit comes before matter, Meishu Sama explained that human beings are made of both body and spirit. So keep this in mind. Recognizing that we have both a physical body, which we can see, physical body, and a spiritual body, which we cannot see, help us understand that life is not controlled only by the material world. There is something greater, a higher force that governs everything. We must believe that. Just as the body belongs to the physical realm, to the atmospheric world, the spirit belongs to the spiritual world. This world is transparent, more refined than air, and they are similar to nothingness. However, it is not truly nothing. It is actually the source of infinite and absolute power, which we can call cosmic force. Everything in the universe is created and developed by this cosmic force. Understanding the spiritual world helps us recognize that God, the creator and giver of all life, is actively involved in all creation, showing his great love. Respecting the law of the spirit preceding the physical or before the matter, it means we are respecting our own existence and the existence of God. We are proof that this law is real. Even though God is invisible, he is present everywhere at all times. Meishu Sama also explains that the human spirit has 3 layers. That's important. We have our spiritual body, and our spiritual body has 3 layers. And we have the soul in the center. Then we have our consciousness. Then we have our spirit. The soul, our consciousness, and our spirit. The condition of the soul influences the spirit through our consciousness. And the state of our spirit will affect the soul in the same way through our consciousness. So this shows us how important our consciousness is. Everything passes through it. That is why we need to be aware of God and divine laws for the sake of our soul and for the sake of our spirit. All people do both things. They do good things and they do bad things in life. Everyone. If someone does more bad than good, more bad things than good, the result becomes a sin, yeah, which will affect the soul and creates spiritual clouds, creates this negative energy. And this means that doing good helps us gain merit and will purify our spirit, while doing bad creates spiritual clouds that accumulate in our soul, in our consciousness, in our spirit. So these spiritual clouds eventually will affect the physical world, our body, and our life, leading to suffering. In other words, our balance of good and bad actions determines our destiny. As we enter the era of daylight, both purifications and blessings are happening more quickly. If you notice, everything today is, it's fast. Everything happens quick. Even Reverend Zende, he uses example there that before, when we used to make some kind of payment to someone, it would take days. But now they have what they call Pix in Brazil, Pix used to make payment. It's fast. He related that with the age of light, that everything happens fast. I think in the United States we would call this Zelle, like a Zelle. We need, I owe you, so I'm gonna send you some Zelle. It's fast, everything's fast. So the same thing, the same way, whatever you do now with using this technology, also when you do something that's good or bad, the result is fast. Yeah? The consequences is very quick. So we must increase our efforts to serve God's divine work so that our balance remains positive. We do more good than bad. If you feel that your balance right now is negative, do not be discouraged. Regardless of your current situation, Meishu Sama has shown us the path to purify your spiritual clouds and gain merit. If you feel that, well, I think I've done more bad things than the good, don't worry. Now we have this tool. You have Jorei. You have a way of growing you spiritually by doing good deeds. It is important to recognize God's absolute power. His divine forces pull us toward fulfillment of our original mission, which is to help create heaven on earth. That is why we should not resist God's presence in our lives. Let's not resist. God is there. Instead of resisting God, we should be open and obedient to his mission for us. Would you agree that it is wiser not to resist God's plan? For example, when we argue with someone, because we believe we are right, and the other person also believes they are right, then one of them says, let's stop fighting. Go to rest. Take a rest for a while. What should we do in this case? Go take a rest. That is more smart. It's a smart choice. So let us follow Meishu Sama's example and recognize God's constant presence in our lives. With this awareness, let us dedicate ourselves to practice of faith in our lives, practicing every day. And what are the basic messianic practices? And you know them. Jorei, spiritual purification through divine energy. Reading the teachings of Meishu Sama, it's also a practice. Participating in services like you're doing today is also a way of practicing your faith. Guiding and helping other people, helping others is another way. Offering donations of gratitude is another way of practicing your faith. So by following these practices, we can help others overcome purification and live in harmony with the era of daylight, which has already begun. Let us recognize this new era and live according to the law of the spirit preceding the physical. Okay, so this was the message from Reverend Ezende, and I think it's very important. So just believe that you are not just doing things on the physical plane. There is invisible power behind all this. So a special announcement, I would like to give it to you. We have this art and light exhibition, okay? That will happen pretty soon, May 10th. Actually, on Friday, we will have the opening. And then Saturday, the whole day, we will have this art exhibition right here. It's not gonna be only flower arrangements, it's gonna be flower arrangements, gonna be those Japanese calligraphies, music performances. I will be performing. They invited me, so I'm sorry for that. So you're gonna have to hear me singing. Music perform, open percussion sessions, and etc. Many nice things. It's a day of art. As Meishu Sama says, paradise is a world of art. Meishu Sama really dedicated his life to build paradise focusing on art. That's why he built museums. And he put his whole energy. You see when you go to Hakone, those who are going to the pilgrimage, you see the Hakone Museum that he built. Each art pieces and even the gardens, he planted himself. Many of them. He did it. He was so focused on art because he knew that is what will influence the entire planet. That is what will stop conflict, is art. Come and join us in this day, May 10th. This is one announcement. Another announcement, I just said, we have a pilgrimage going to Japan. I will be going, taking the group with Reverend Guilherme de Souza, so I'll be there. The pilgrimage leaves here on September 25th. 12 days, okay? We're gonna be there 12 days. So just remember to mark in your calendar. Let your bosses, or if you are on your own bosses, put on your calendar that you need 12 days to meet Meishu-sama at the sacred grounds in Japan. Hakone, Atami, Kyoto, and some other beautiful sacred places we will be visiting. Okay, pilgrimage will be the ground fare $3,000, and the airfare, each one will work on that. Just make sure that you arrive in Narita on the 25th. But more detail, let me know. I sent you also the some applications that you can fill out and let me know. You can put some deposit, and then you go installments. Every month you put 500, something like that. You can do that too. You can use credit card too. In case something happened, you cannot make it, of course, it will be reimbursed. Yeah, be reimbursed. But I hope I will keep your deposit because you are all going. Okay, so I would like you to come with me. Don't let me go by myself. Okay, it's not gonna be nice for you. I'll be sad. But thank you very much, and I'd like you to be there. May God's light guide us as we follow Meishu-sama's footsteps. And may we live with health, prosperity, and peace. So thank you very much. Let's exchange jore, okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.
This concludes our service today. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a blessed day.
my